other alternatives too. Speeding isn't the only reason why cops pull people over. It can be they ran a red light, ran a stop sign.
She said no seatbelt.
No seatbelt. It could be you got your phone in your hand. They could get pulled over. Your headlights are out and it's daytime. It's nighttime. They could have seen you drinking, swerving. A lot of people who have been drinking and driving, they're swerving. So they can pull you over for other things besides.
Officer Green, hold on. What you say, Stefan?
I said, I was watching this movie and a cop, he just pulled a black person over for fun, just to do it.
Yeah, no. You always have to understand. You won't understand now as a kid, as an adult, you understand. Everybody has a supervisor. If you ever feel that you are being mistreated in any way, there is a supervisor over that person. You don't feel like you're getting anything, there's a supervisor over. Everybody has a supervisor. To try to handle any situation right there and there. I've watched videos where the young lady was like, what, I need to give you my registration and insurance card. If you just give it to me, we could go on about our business and be done. It's done. But if you felt I treated you improperly or I profiled you, you have the right to speak to my supervisor. You're not getting what you need, you have the right to speak to his supervisor. Everybody has a supervisor or somebody that you can speak to complain about how you were mistreated. Is it the time and place to do it at that time? Probably not.
And I will add that sometimes the situation feeds on itself, right? Because you get stopped, the cop probably thinks, they ain't got no money to hire a lawyer, so I can do what I want. As opposed to them stopping somebody in Short Hill, the cop's gonna say, his parents probably got money to hire a lawyer, so I'm gonna make sure I do everything right. When I got stopped when I was younger, I figured, hey, I got no money to hire a lawyer. My parents ain't gonna pay for no lawyer. I'm stuck. Right now, because I have a decent job, I'm making a decent amount of money. If I felt my rights were abused or trampled, I got no money to hire a lawyer and say, you know what, this is what happened. So sometimes you want to have choices in your life. You want to have, finances don't mean everything, but it gives you resources, gives you opportunities. And I've been stopped by the police a lot of times, and I felt for no reason. And nowadays, the cops have any reason in the world. Do you have to be doing what they say you did for them to stop you? Huh?
No.
Okay. If I stop Stefan, if Stefan say, you ain't stopped me for any, what reason you stopped me for? I say, I thought you were on the phone. Do we have to be on the phone?
No.
I can say, I thought he was on the phone. I can say, I thought his seatbelt was not hooked. It don't have to be true. They just gonna get me to stop him. So when they ask me, why did you stop him? Well, I thought he was on the phone. He went like this, I thought he was on the phone. But when I stopped him, I found out he wasn't on the phone. But when I stopped him, I saw something in the front seat. Now, can I act on what's in the front seat? Yeah. If it's a reasonable stop. So, all I say, young men and young ladies, try to put yourself in position. And I've been stopped now that I'm on the job. They act a little different now, but I do now, once they find out I'm an agent, I show them my badge on, tell them, they say, oh, okay, you can go on. I said, why did you stop me? Anyway, oh, there ain't no reason to go on. I said, no, tell me why did you stop me? Then you're like, oh, we cool, go ahead. But usually the mind change that when they see, oh, he's an officer or he's an agent, he has a badge. I'm not gonna do whatever I thought I was doing initially. I'm just gonna just, let this go, because now they know I know the law, just as they know the law. So keep yourself in position, but always keep yourself out of trouble. Try the best to keep yourself out of trouble. But keeping yourself out of trouble doesn't always mean that you're not gonna get stopped. Officer Green, you want to show the video? Okay. We have the 12:30. We have 20 more minutes.
Okay.
What's the lights at? What lights up?
So real quick, this is a situation that just occurred over in Union County. While people were inside watching the movies, this is what was happening outside while they were inside the movie theater. And, come on. And it went viral basically all over the internet. And these young men, videotaped themselves.
You want the volume off, right?
Oh,
Yeah, okay. We gotta turn the volume off because
there's some
you got
profanity.
there's some profanity, you young people aren't allowed to hear all that. But you can see what they're doing.
I think rewind is, there was something at the beginning.
That's the beginning right there. Alright, so you see it says Linden police are looking for the guy seen in this video vandalizing cars at the AMC Aviation 12 parking lot. You see these guys, you see these jumping on cars and rolling on cars?
Doing cartwheels.
It said this was reported about 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday, July the 19th. They put this on Instagram. You see them standing on people's cars? And that one, I think he broke the guy's
They broke it,
window.
right, yeah.
You can hear the guy saying, "Oh, you cracked this window."
He showed you.
Anyone with information should call the Linden police at that number.
That was what?
Look at the lights. Raise the lights back there.
She said that was disrespectful. Again, I asked everybody how many people love money. You work every day. You go and you buy yourself a nice vehicle. You come outside and somebody did this. How would you feel?
Appreciate
How would you Like how would you feel? You come out and that's what happened to your vehicle. But just by watching this, what is your perception of these young men? What do you say down? Ignorant? Maybe a word? No home training came to me. Anybody think that's cool? Do they think they were cool? Yeah, they pretty much, they thought they were cool. Undisciplined, that's a very good word. Undisciplined. Do the same thing as oh no, if you jump in your own car, you break your own car, that's you. But obviously this wasn't their car. But my point of the video is don't be led by peer pressure to do something as idiotic as things like this.
That's the way.
Don't be led by peer pressure to go out there and jump on people's cars. Don't be influenced by peer pressure to hold somebody's gun. Don't be led by peer pressure to hold somebody else's drugs and then you get stopped. Because as the officer, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's not mine. It's somebody else's. Blah, blah, blah. That's what the judge is for. The judge, his job is to judge whether you did it or not. Because at that point, you still going to jail. Don't let peer pressure do something, make you make a decision today that's going to affect your tomorrow. Because peer pressure could get you if it's negative. Now, peer pressure is positive. How many of your friends are going to college? How many of your friends in your circle you already know we're college bound? Oh, like cousin? Oh, sister? Sister? That's positive peer pressure. Somebody that tells you, let's get together tonight and study. Let's get together tonight and study for the test on Friday. That's the peer pressure you want. Somebody to tell you, you know what? Let's do better. Let's move in the right direction. That's the peer pressure that you want to be around. Anybody else that want to have you doing shenanigans like this, jumping on people's cars, or doing anything that is not cohesive to having a good background, you don't want to do it.
Officer Green, you think these guys are going to be caught?
They're definitely going to get caught. And it's easy. You put it on video, it's there. Video is there. You can see.
Another question, Officer Green. Whoever gets caught first, is he gonna tell on the other ones?
Oh, yes, with tears in his eyes. He's gonna tell everybody else.
He gonna be like that, do that pass.
You think your friends gonna tell on you?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Y'all telling each other here.
Calm down. I know everybody has strong opinions about that, but my opinion, in law enforcement that I work, not only they gonna tell, they gonna show them where your mother live at, what car you drive, which way you walk to school, what color sneakers you wear, what color your hair. They gonna show a picture of. This is them right here. Because guess what? And then probably your parents come in, your parents gonna say, you better tell who that is, especially if you're the one not doing most of the damage. They gonna say, well listen, either you tell or you can get blamed for everything. Your parents probably gonna say, well you better tell. And you can be sitting there crying, I don't wanna go down by myself. This is their name. Name is Ray Sean. So, believe me, if you think that your friends aren't gonna tell, young lady said no, that's not gonna happen.
When the trouble with the police is no such.
Let me tell you, in my term at the prosecutor's office, they tell on video. They tell on letters. They tell. Anything that say compare a 30-year sentence to a 15-year sentence, yeah, they're telling. They're gonna tell. I don't know if are we wrapping up?
No, it's up to you, maybe as long as you leave.
Okay.
We do lunch at 12:30.
You won't get in trouble with the law enforcement.
Are you part of the presentation?
Yeah, no, like, you won't get in trouble with law enforcement. Usually they get a brief.
What about the cameraman? Does he get in trouble?
He'll probably get in trouble. Not probably, he will. They'll get in trouble as well.
There's this person on Instagram. He goes on people like stores and he just starts trashing them. Like one time he went to Popeyes and he was like, he took a piece chicken and like a biscuit and just walked away. Had like nothing.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But you also have to, some people just do things for five minutes of fame. You don't know if it's real or if they just stage certain
Every
things.
time he goes to like Best Buy, bought like headphones, like he act like he was blind. He took it, he just ran away.
Yeah, some things you gotta be wary of that's on the internet.
I think these guys were really smart because they showed their faces.
Yeah, no, but more importantly, not just because they show their faces, what makes them really not smart?
Because the cops attract them.
That really makes them not smart is that why would you go out there and damage somebody else's vehicle? Why would you go out and steal somebody else's car? Why would you go out there and steal something that you didn't work for? Why would you go out there and damage somebody else's vehicle that they need to go to work the next day? Why? Does that make you a smart person to do something like that? Hold on. You have a question?
I saw a lady, when I was watching this TV show about Baby House, and the person saw that had children.
Yeah.
And she shot the stranger and
New Jersey doesn't have that 3-strike rule. I think that's in California. New Jersey doesn't have that now. So 3-strike rule would be, if you keep getting locked up, obviously they say you just can't be out in society. So your last time, you just gonna stay in jail. That's where you're gonna be rehabilitated, in jail. Because obviously, you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and guess what? You're not even good at it. How you gonna rob somebody 3 times and keep getting caught? How you gonna be a drug dealer and you keep getting caught? Obviously, you're not good at it.
So how you be doing? How do you be doing this?
So we were watching Ninja Turtle. The Ninja Turtle was up here, and they threw down so somebody could slip.
Oh, real quick, let me just, let me show you. I think I can show you more than I can tell you. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of the guys. What?
Right. Yeah. You going to jail.
Right here.
She wants to home.
Ray going to jail.
So,
I'm gonna teach you how to hit the lick.
so I'm going to show you how you limit yourself, just by showing you this piece of tissue, how you going to do it. So basically, this is a symbolism for your life and the direction and where it's going to take you or where it can take you. So, what if this young lady decides to use drugs or have any type of drugs? How far do you think that's going to take her? How far?
That's it.
That's it? Right, about there. What if this young lady decides to be in a gang? Where do you think that's going to take
Oh, you
her?
get 1 block.
What if this young man decides to
You sound good.
sell drugs out on the street? What do you think that's going to take her?
Make it a little far back.
Right there too?
So you
Okay, right there. What if this young lady decides to be,
They're the drug dealer.
to date a drug dealer?
Oh, like that.
3 block.
She in that situation. She going to tell now.
What can you do with that? What can you do with that video?
Wait.
What can you do with it?
So,
Can you blow your nose? What can you do with that little bit of tissue?
what can you do?
And ball it up and do what? It does nothing for you. It doesn't give you any, it limits you and what the uses that you can do. It limits you. What can you do with this? Nothing. What can you do with that? What can you do with that?
I mean, you know what
White, you know what I'm saying? You're not paying
Attention,
attention.
attention.
What can you do with that? You don't know? What can you do with that little piece of tissue? Wipe something. What you wiping? But this young lady graduates high school, graduates college, gets her PhD, gets a good job, get a nice house. Where's she going in life? She goes to school every day. She does her homework. She does her homework. She studies for her test. Relax. She's respectable. She's somebody respectable in the community. Where's she going? What can she do with all this?
That's a whole pack.
What can she do? She can do anything with this.
She gonna go to
She can. What else you want to do? What else you want to do with your life?
Sign, sit down.
Sit.
That
What
kid, 6
You
year
have
old.
lots of options.
What else you want to do with your life? Have a career. Well, come on now. Can I keep going?
Yeah.
She's doing what? Her life is on track. She's doing the right thing.
I can use that.
So she is limited. She's not limited. She can go on and on. And you guys stop. Like everybody else. Pay attention. The drugs, the selling drugs, wanna be with the boyfriend that sells drugs and hang out with him, everything else, hanging in the game, they are limitless. They are limited. She got limitless opportunity. It's just gonna go on and on and on. Get it? What can you do with all this? You can do a lot. Do not limit yourself by having a criminal record. Don't limit yourself. Please don't. Don't limit yourself. You are beautiful. You are so pretty. You're handsome. Why put tattoos on your face? What job you think you're going to get when you got tattoos here, 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 and all here? Tattoos on your arm, that's fine. I have 2 tattoos. But can you see them? Now.
Everybody, calm down.
If you have a job in corporate America and you have tattoos on your face, you think they're going to hire you? No.
Any tattoos on your ear, think they're gonna hire you?
No.
On your neck?
No.
On your hand, the back of your hand?
No.
No, they not. They won't tell you that's the reason, but they're not gonna hire you.
So when you do certain things, you limit yourself. You give yourself that little bit of piece of tissue that you can do nothing with. Don't limit yourself. Expand. Go further. Go beyond what others expect of you. Do more than you even expect of yourself. Push a little bit harder. Push a little bit further. Do that extra, not just the minimum.
And you can put a tattoo.
What you like that?
Okay.
Let them think about it. Let them think about it. You got it together?
And then there's a lot of strangers.
But let me, I'm gonna add something real quick, and specifically I'm gonna add something about the activity of the drugs. The drug dealer, who's the drug dealer girlfriend? Okay, drug dealer girlfriend, what was you doing, Ray? No, what was you doing while you got that short piece? Oh, he was selling drugs. Okay, I would tell you, a real quick thing. Like I told you guys, I was up early this morning, up in Manhattan, up in Harlem, New York, to arrest somebody. We went to arrest somebody. Did we go arrest the drug dealer?
Yes.
No, wait, no. We went to go arrest the drug dealer. It was a female. We were knocking on her door 6 in the morning, right early. We met at 5:30. We watched our clock. Soon as it hit 6 o'clock, here we go. You think she was ready for that? No, she's dead asleep. Who else she got in the house with her? No, she had a boyfriend with her. Usually she does, but she had her daughter and her grandson. So 6 in the morning, everybody's asleep, and here comes the loud knock. I'm knocking on the door and screaming. Everybody's screaming, she's doing all this and that. That drug dealer's not there to help her, right? We get in the house and she said, oh, I gotta get dressed, ain't got no time for all that. We gotta make sure ain't nobody here, got any weapons, dangerous to hurt nobody. So we calm down, the daughter's crying. The little boy comes out in the hallway, he's crying, because he don't know what's going on. And she's screaming, she's crying, all that stuff. But she should have thought about this a long time ago. Being with the drug dealer was gonna get her in trouble. Now you got 8 federal agents in your house with guns, knocking on your door, and nobody's expecting it. Right? It's too late now. She gets in the car and she's crying, and the daughter's crying. Gotta speak to my daughter, gotta speak to my grandchild. You should have thought of that before you started selling drugs for the guy. But no, I was making a little bit of money, I was doing this and that. It's too late now. She cried, the daughter cried, and now she wanna hug the daughter. Too late to hug your daughter now. You wanna hug your grandson. It's too late to hug your grandson. It's true, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, well, you got a lot of time to think about it. Like I said, I gotta go back later this afternoon. She got her initial appearance this afternoon, gotta go back, and she's gonna stand in front of the judge. And the judge gonna tell her how much time she's facing. And I guarantee you, the maximum is gonna be 20 years at least she's facing. And she's gonna fall out. She was crying earlier just from being in a cell. So I'm claustrophobic. She thought I was start selling drugs. Right? Now she told me I want to call my daughter. You wasn't worried about your daughter when you were selling drugs or with this drug dealer. But what the drug dealer's gonna do, he's gonna protect himself as some man. She thinks the drug dealer love her. Do he love her? No. I know. He wanted to go a whole bunch of money for her. He wanted the money. So, particularly young men, don't get anyone in trouble with you, but particularly to you young ladies, watch who you are with. I know you think he's cute, he's just the guy from down the street, he's only hustling because he is in a bad situation, but I'm telling you, I put a lot of drug dealer girlfriends in jail because they doing something for their boyfriend, they think he loves them.
Or they didn't know.
Believe me, it happens.
Nothing worse than not doing the crime but having to do the time for somebody else.
And I seen him when he asked the guy, I said, well, who drugs it? The guy don't say nothing. He don't stand up and say, yo, it was mine. My girl had nothing to do with it. Or even say, you know what, she did that, but I made her do it. They say, listen, I ain't saying nothing. You got a kilo in my house. I ain't saying it ain't mine. The only two people here, you and her. He ain't mad enough to say, you know what, that's mine. She ain't know nothing about it. He will say, well, y'all figured it out. And she been handcuffed and say, you want a handcuff? I don't care. That's how it goes. But I just want to add that, young ladies, make sure you stay away. I mean, I want everybody to stay away from drugs. But I see too many young ladies getting caught up with the drug dealer boyfriend, or the drug dealer boyfriend hanging out with the guy. Because I'm telling you, they get in trouble too. They get in trouble too. They think he cares for them. And he might, but if you're really careful, he won't get you in no trouble. I think we got a couple of minutes. You want to give out stuff? Oh, hold on. Did everybody get a ticket?
Yes.
Miss Mariana gave out tickets to everybody. Who didn't get a ticket? Ray K. Blaze, you don't deserve no ticket in.
Someone lost their ticket.
Okay, well, you lost your ticket, that's too bad. Who didn't get a ticket?
You did not? I got it.
Who? Well, you didn't get your ticket? Okay.
I got 2 tickets.
Everybody got a ticket?
No council.
Nobody in there.
All right, everybody. Any questions? Anybody got any follow-up questions for Officer Green? Mariana, you got questions? Just hold on to the ticket. You got to hold on to the question.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Ray. Officer Green, she has a question. Ray.
Go ahead.
What is it like to be alone in a situation?
What is it like to be?
Like no partner?
We're talking about when you was a police officer.
I wouldn't say scary because you're already trained to handle situations. But what's the word I would say? Not frightened, not scary. Your adrenaline is up because you know it's fight or flight. If you the first person, so a lot of times in a situation you'll get a call, we would get a call on the radio, and there's a fight going on. If it's a large fight, I'm not going there by myself. So we will coordinate on the radio. I'm on 2nd and 3rd. I'm on Leland and on 7th. So when we get together close by, the streets that coordinate, we're gonna roll in together. So that's part of the training that that some situations you can't go into by yourself. You're gonna need another car, you're gonna need a backup, or you gotta wait. Sometimes you just gotta wait that extra 2 seconds for the other person to come to that side of town, and before you can do anything. Because your adrenaline is gonna be there. But it was a situation that I had to be by myself. I just gotta go on my adrenaline, fight or flight, and wait for somebody else to call me. Like I said, this is my lifeline. This is where I will have to call for help. If I feel like I'm not fighting hard enough or strong enough, I better muster up some type of breath. This is for the little ones.
You want to give it out to the young ones?
Okay.
Ms. Starr?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Any other follow-up questions? Malachi?
Like Mr. Green said, in the middle, he said that we would rather talk it out better shooting them, but will they have a gun and they're shooting actually in your park?
Oh, yeah, that's when all bets are off. That's when all bets are off. We go by a level of, use of force. So the use of force is, I can't come to a gunfight with a knife. I have to come with my gun. If you're using a gun, I have to come with my gun. That's just it. I really didn't explain a lot about my job, and with my job, I explained where I work at. Well, we have a lot of different units in my job. We have a K-9 unit. They take dogs out and train them, so the dogs are actually police officer dogs. They're called K-9 unit, and they go out and sniff bombs, and they sniff for drugs. They are trained to do that. We also have a crime scene unit. No, this dog is big. So the crime scene unit will go out and take photos and get evidence of any type of crime or homicide that may have occurred. They will go out and make sure.
You went to go to the pictures, right?
I got 20.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't give her a star.
So he's going to pictures.
We also have a family violence unit, that's part of the domestic violence unit. They go out and serve the restraining orders. We also have a unit that does processing. So for divorce or any type of papers that need to be served, they go out and serve papers.
Any other questions? You still think your friend won't tell him? Huh?
She won't know until she's in the situation.
Listen, for everybody that think people won't tell, you may have friends